Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video here on Steam in the Valley. Today I will be showing you how to make a layout on a shunting layout on a small space such as a shelf, like I have mine on, and hopefully we'll be reviewing the last single wheeler set by Hornby. So, these are the pieces I normally use. I normally use about 16 single straights, 1 power clip, 2 double straights, 3 sets of points, and 1 of them. So, let's get on to building the layout. So, as you can tell, I have a 7-foot shelf, so you need your room. And occasionally, I use these, which are which is the same length as 2 double straights. So, first piece of track is down. I don't nail them, but I do put temporary scenery up, such as shared signal boxes and footbridges. So, I normally start with the power straight, which I put about there. So, somewhere about quarter way from the end. So, let's move all the tracks so that I actually have some room. So normally, straight after the power straight, I put my first set of points, which is normally a left-hand point, not express. Make sure you don't use express points. I just use the generic Hornby ones. I do not have any Pico products. So, I start off with something very similar to this, which is towards the edge, as you can tell, as I do not have that much room. So, then what I like to do is put across a point there. So as you can see, I now have this contraption. So, then, this is normally the shed area. So, you get another set of points, and then I line track up, so normally about 3 pieces of straight on there, and about 4 on there. Sorry about the poor lighting. I normally make it touch the wall. When I can actually put the track together. So it is more ideal to use these shorter pieces as they're just more common, cheaper, and things like that, and you get them in a lot in your Hornby sets, such as the Royal Train, which is one of my sets. So over here, I normally get the 2 double straights, join both together, oh god, or something similar to this, which will give it a bit more equality over the layout. Yes, this is a simple layout, but you can have hours of shunting on it. Like, I've spent hours on this layout. Well, normally mine are quite a bit advanced, but currently I have a few pieces of track that are in need of repair or on order for new stuff. And the camera's about to die. That's good. So guys, I'll charge my camera up and I'll be back later. And this is what I have so far. Which is pretty much. So guys, as you can see, I am back. I have made a small upgrade. I've just added a bit of a pilot siding. So, now I'm going to talk about the kind of locals you should use on this layout. So, this is a good local for the layout, as it's a single car unit, doesn't take up that much room, and it is the Bachmann Class 419 MLV. Another loco to use, the Hornby Class 121, and these are relatively cheap, at only about £60. But then you can also use the kind of shunters like this Bachmann USA tank, along with about 3 wagons, private owner, British Railways, anything like that. This is one of my favourites to use on the layout, the Hornby British Railways Pug, as it's a rather small engine. So, on to scenery. I don't really put much scenery on my layouts. I normally put a station piece somewhere, like that. I normally put footbridge, something similar to that. Signal box. About there. Nope, not there. Signal box, a set of points. And then something like a Metcalf kit shed. Over towards one end as that by my phone. So, on to running. I use a Gauge Master Combi controller. These are around £30, but you can use the generic Hornby one. But I just find these much easier to control. So, another loco you could use is the Class 33 by Hornby or Lima. But I do recommend the Hornby one as it is a much better model. And the Lima one just seems out of scale to me. So unfortunately this line is not powered, so got to push the locos into it. So for coaching stock, what I normally use is a couple of like LMS coaches or Mark 1s or even every now and then a couple of Pullmans. But I use the coaches from the Hornby last single. So this is the last single wheeler set by Hornby, when it'll stay open. So let's get her out. This comes with a Caledonian Railways Dean single, numbered 1410 in LMS Crimson Lake, and also 3 LMS coaches. So as you can see, this set contains of 2 LMS coaches and 1 brake coach, and the Stirling single. Not Stirling, Dean single, which, yes, I have to admit is not the best model, but this is also suitable for the layout. So I normally use 2 coaches, as that's all you'd really run on this kind of layout. So I'm just putting them on. So as you can see at current moment, single wheeler is backing out of the sheds onto her coaches, which are waiting in the platform. Yes, you don't run at very high speeds on this layout, as it's a bit stupid. As you can see, she's just shunted her coaches into the siding. This layout does have a lot of functionality, as you could fit point motors, ballast, anything really. Mine's a temporary layout, as you can tell. So now, the reason that the loco has pulled into the siding is so that the goods train can run. Which would normally consist of 3 or 4 private owner wagons, or maybe even a conflat or something like that, and in my case a old Hornby Shark brake van. Oops. I mostly use Hornby private owner wagons, but I have got a few Bachmann ones. And the brake vans decided to stay in the shed. Oh well, the brake van can stay there. And this does occasionally happen. But you don't have to put the shed on the layout. It could just be a layout with an end. But I like the shed as it just adds a bit of functionality to the layout, and it just makes it quite photogenic and video smart. So anyway, let's take this train off. I'll put the single car class 419 on now, as this loco, well, DEMU, would have been used around the 1980s. And in my opinion, this is one of Bachmann's nicer models, and it's at a cheap price as well. With directional lighting, as you can hopefully see. Just need to focus on the loco. So, as you can see, this layout can be used for shunting for hours and hours. I usually spend about 30 minutes a day with this layout. Well, 30 minutes. 30 minutes to 2 hours with this layout, it depends, every day. But hopefully, as you could tell, I have dismantled the layout to build a new one. Yes, I've only got one coach, and that is for a reason. On this layout, you can use a mix match of stock. Yes, these wouldn't normally pull coaches, but it's just shunting it into the yard. And it's derailed. Oops. Don't see 100% what happened there, but and even if you have a child and you've just got them into model railways, you could use something like the Smoky Joe model, because they're relatively cheap, or you could get a second-hand one, which is still relatively cheap. This is also a nice thing to shunt around on the layout every now and then. The Hornby 75-ton steam crane. Yeah, takes a few minutes to set up properly. I have to admit, these are a pain to set up, but when you've set them up, they are worth it. And then the kind of loco I normally pull this with is my N2. Great Northern Railway N2 tank. So I just think these are really nice to put on freights and cranes. So anyway guys, I'll end that video here. I hope this has given you some inspiration for what you can do yourself. So, see you in the next video guys. The next video could be another one of my model railway. Comment down below if you'd like to see that. And thank you for watching this Steve in the Valley video. And I'll keep you updated.